Guys, please don't forget to click the thumbs up. Thank you for always doing it. I'm so grateful to you guys. And also the timestamp is in the description below, so you can fast forward to the story that you would like to watch. What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. So our first story of the day is an inspirational one of a Nigerian woman who turned her pain into an inspiration to help others. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Laniran Farms, a robotics and embedded systems engineer. In July of 2017, tragedy happened. Her aunt died of breast cancer. And that's when she decided to do something about it, with the hope of preventing other women from going through what her aunt went through and preventing other families from experiencing what her family experienced. She decided to design a bra that can detect breast cancer early so that women can get treatment before it becomes too late.
My name is Tunde Laniran Farms. I'm a robotics and embedded system engineer. I invent smart bra device that detects earlier stage breast cancer.
Wow, isn't that awesome? That's really amazing. Guys, kudos to this woman. She explained in that video that this is not a fashion bra. This is not an everyday bra. This is not a bra you wear when you're going out every day. It's just one that you wear for like 5 minutes while you test yourself, like going for a mammogram.
What made the smart bra device where I do so special be say the technology where I use they very, very different for the technology where they exist before. So with this one now, you don't need to go hospital go they do mammogram again. For your house like this, they do the test to get your readings.
Now the best part of her invention is that it is safe.
And the technology where we use is very safe. You know, get side effects. Now they call those things nanotechnology, small electronics like this. We call sensor. Go damage your tissue.
You know, people have been doing this in different parts of the world. People are inventing bras that can detect breast cancer. People have been doing it in different parts of the world, but this is the first time that I'm hearing about this from Nigeria, and it just makes me super proud, so happy. This is locally made, so it should be cheaper than importing it from other countries. And I just want to give a huge shout out to this woman. As you guys are aware, women are encouraged to constantly check themselves, but you know, a lot of women don't. A lot of women don't even know how to check themselves. Not only that, a lot of women don't go for mammogram. Many of them don't even know what it is. So having this kind of bra makes it very easy, very convenient, and very comfortable for women to check themselves, because some women don't feel comfortable going to the hospital for someone else to touch their breast. So shout out to her. Right now, she's working on doing the clinical trials and other things in order to make this a reality.
We start today do the smart bra device is 2021, and the prototype they work. Now the stage where we do that, and we don't do the patent registration. After the prototype now, we go carry out clinical trial.
Kudos to you, my sister. In case you're watching, we're so proud of you. Considering the fact that about 600,000 women die of breast cancer in a year, in Africa alone, 74,000 women reportedly died of breast cancer in 2018. If 74,000 African women died in 2018, you know the numbers have gone up by now. And according to various organizations that work with the government and NGOs doing cancer studies in Nigeria, about 17,000 Nigerian women die of breast cancer. That's a lot of people that shouldn't die, and I'm sure that's just the recorded number of people. So what this woman is doing would reduce that number if people can check themselves and discover early and go for surgery. So hopefully this will be able to save lives. You can find this woman on Twitter. You can follow her for updates about her products, and we'll also keep following to know when she launches. More importantly, if you've been through pain, whether you lost someone, whether you lost your job, whether you experienced a very difficult circumstance or sickness, after going through it and coming out, think of how you can use your pain to help other people, because guess what? Sometimes our biggest inspiration comes from our pains, and you just never know what you can come up with to help somebody else. And I just would like to say real quick that I've done some stories in the past, and I've also had about several cases of people that would be diagnosed with cancer, but instead of going for treatment, they will say they're going for prayers, or they are going to try local herbs and stuff. Prayers are great. And as a matter of fact, a doctor friend told me about another occasion of something like this happening. If you've been diagnosed with cancer or anything, please go for treatment. Prayers are great. You can always pray. But you should also go for medical treatment. Please, I don't know how to stress that enough. I know doctors who get frustrated because they would diagnose someone with cancer, breast cancer, for example, and tell the person, we need to start treatment immediately, but then they would tell them, oh, I want to go for prayers first. By the time they come back in some months' time, it has spread and they are not able to save their lives. So please do not gamble with your life. If you are diagnosed with anything or you know someone that was diagnosed with something, it's okay for them to pray, but please make sure that you also go for medical treatment. You guys now don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Okay, guys, please move closer. Something just happened, Now to the juicy story of Zoze. My father is in another scandal. First of all, let me just ask this question. How did this man become a deputy commissioner of police in Nigeria? My father, Abba Kyari, actually he's no longer my father. Like, seriously, forget about the fact that an international scammer, Hush Puppy, named him as a co-conspirator. Remember when he said that he was just supplying Hush Puppy with clothes, designer clothes? He became a designer, a tailor, and everything. But forget about all that. This man is allegedly one of the leaders of a drug cartel operating the Brazil-Ethiopia-Nigeria network.
Drugs? Hey, I'm looking to buy drugs. You got any drugs?
Father, how? How did he become a commissioner? A drug dealer is a commissioner of police in Nigeria. A deputy commissioner, I mean. On the 21st of January, Abba Kyari apparently contacted an NDLEA officer. That's an officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Nigeria. And he told him about arranging for them to meet. And then this is what happened.
He proposed a drug deal where he and his team are to take 15 kilograms of the cocaine and leave the 10 kilograms for the prosecution of the suspects arrested with the illicit drug in Enugu. In the meantime, the purloined cocaine, that is the depleted cocaine, will be replaced with a dummy worth 15 kilograms.
Wow. So they seized about 25 kilos of cocaine from drug traffickers from Ethiopia through Enugu. And then he decided, why don't we sell 15 of the 25 kilos and take only 10 kilos to court and replace the remaining 10 with dummy fake cocaine? Can you imagine? So that officer said that he will get back to him. He spoke with his leaders and said, imagine what Abba Kyari said. They told him to play along with Abba Kyari, and he did. Only for our man, Oga Olopa, Abba Kyari, to say, well, you know what? I have to give some to my boys and my informants. They've taken like 15. So instead of us taking 10 kilos to court, he kukuma reduced it to only 5 kilos that they would take to court. Look at that. From 25, they reduced it to 5 that they would take to court. And then he said if the NDLEA would work with him, that he will give them 5 kilos. No more 10, but 5 kilos. Police officer, so I'm trying to understand this. So policemen seized 25 kilos. Actually, I don't know if it was just 25 kilos that they seized now because of all these things. Maybe it's even more than that. But then they decided to take 20 out of 25 kilos, sell that, pocket the money, replace it with dummy cocaine, fake cocaine. Who's the real criminal here? Do you know how much he wanted to sell it? Actually, he sold it for 7 million naira per kilo.
Then offered to pay the NDLA team half of the remaining 10 kilograms. At 7 million per kilogram, the proceeds from the 5 kg will amount to 35 million naira at the exchange rate of 570 naira per dollar, being the black market rate for the day. January 24, 2022.
Wow, that was how much he promised to give the NDLEA if they would play along with him. The 20 kilos would be 140 million naira. In dollars, that's about $245,000, almost $250,000 cash. Now, to cut the long story short, my people, here is the moment Abba Kyari was selling the cocaine inside the car while collecting US dollars. My father and my God, again, my people, please, how did we get here? To the point where we have a drug dealer. As a deputy commissioner of police, we have suffered in Nigeria. And do you know that in this video that he was caught, do you know he also said that he did a similar thing, a similar operation 3 weeks prior? So this is not his first time. He said that his policemen are sharp, that they always cooperate with him. Damn, so he's not the only one. There's a bunch of policemen like that. So they need to do proper investigations, though. There are more policemen like him in that force. And he also tried to involve his brother in the operation.
The members of whom he described this way, the boys are very, very sharp. They are very loyal. It is disheartening to hear him say of this rogue team, and I quote, "I do take good care of them, and this kind of work is done by only that team."
Now, wow, so the man has been arrested as expected. But what I don't understand, guys, maybe somebody can explain to me, is the fact that I thought the man was already suspended because of his issue with hush puppy. No, so he was suspended before all of this. So how come he still has access to seized cocaine? Obviously, he still has his badge and he's been working despite being officially suspended. Nigeria, how is this possible? Is it that nobody followed the story after his suspension for him to still be working as a police officer, seizing cocaine, seizing God knows what else? I don't know. By the way, did you guys hear what they said at that press conference? He apparently contacted the NDLEA man to work things out about selling cocaine right after Jumat's prayer.
Kyari informed him he was coming to see him to discuss an operational matter after the Jumat service.
Baba, I don't know what to say. My people, we are a very religious country. Do you not? You see what I'm trying to say? Hey, but it doesn't translate into having integrity. How? So the whole time that he was praying at Jumat prayers, the man was thinking about selling cocaine. God will punish the devil. Only God knows how many things that they've seized and sold and pocketed the money. Keep in mind that for so long, this man was painted as holier than thou. He was praised for doing an exceptional job. You know, they used to call him Super Cop. Always doing press conferences. Whenever they arrested robbers like that, he would do a press conference. I share everything I lie. Lori ro ni gbogbo. Wow. So the issue now is, who do you blame? Is it the drug dealer that became deputy commissioner of police, or the person that appointed a drug dealer as a deputy commissioner of police? Let me know in the comment section. Also, is it possible that he was guilty of the hush puppy case as well? You guys know I don't know anything. I just want to hear from you guys. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Now, guys, if you think that Abba Kyari, the Deputy Commissioner of Police in Nigeria, is a major drug dealer for selling 25 kilos of cocaine or 20 kilos, imagine hearing this story about a mayor in Niger Republic who was caught with more than 200 kilos of cocaine in his vehicle. What? 200? Baba, people need to start fearing God.
Like, three, four times, maybe.
I'm gonna pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
What were you doing with more than 200 kilos of cocaine? Now only you waka come. Some people are very bold. You must have liver, even if you want to commit crime. 200 kilos, haba. Because of what? They said the cocaine was worth $9 million. Apparently, they were on their way to Libya to sell this after smuggling it in from Mali. This mayor and his driver made history for themselves for having the largest quantity of cocaine seized in West Africa. You know what? I try to imagine what happened. The scenario, I believe that the mayor was trying to use his influence as a mayor to prevent getting checked by the police as they were traveling, through the borders. Don't you think so? Like, we need to search your car. And he's like, no, don't you know who I am? I am a mayor. There will be no need for that. But some police officers would honor that and say, oh, he's a mayor, they will let him pass. They will even be shaking. But thank God for police officers who insisted on doing their job regardless of him being a mayor. That's the only reason we got to know about this. Kudos to these guys. And that was how they found. They apparently kept more than 200 kilos of cocaine inside the trunk, the boot of their car. Anyway, we'll keep you guys posted on this case. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to South Africa, guys. As you guys know, food scarcity is becoming a major problem in different parts of the world, and it's becoming even more rampant. Whether because of dry season, in Nigeria because of herdsmen invading farms, in some places because of government influence, and several people and companies are doing what they can in order to help communities and teach people about how they can solve this crisis on their own. And that's why this South African story is very, very inspiring. Guys, please meet this South African man. His name is Abba, and he's the owner and founder of Tunde Farms. This man is teaching his community how to maximize the space that they have and work within their own communities in order to consistently grow their own food and produce.
Over the past decade, he's been working to provide his community with the tools they need to grow bountiful yields.
We are in Orange Farm, south of Joburg. This is Tunde Farms. Tunde Farms encompasses holistic type of farming. This is what we do here. That's why you can see different types of food. There's bees, there's flowers, there's cabbages, there's fennel, there's herbs, there's trees, there's all forms
Wow, honestly, that's awesome. That's inspiring. I mean, this man sees that there's food shortage, but he sees beyond that. He didn't just see the food shortage. He also sees the potential in the people to solve their own problems. You know, there's so much available land within these communities and so much potential to be maximized. I love that.
He hopes the next generation will follow his philosophy of minimum space, maximum production.
Street gardens are the future, because look at all these areas. There's so much space that is lying idle, and it's a sin. Why must people die out of hunger?
So this man set up a resource center, and he's teaching even children the importance of understanding agriculture, knowing different seeds, knowing how to plant, knowing how to survive. He's also using old buildings to house seedlings and storage.
This one I call it a resource center, a library. It can be a seed bank. So as you can see here, we got kids who come here in the afternoon to come and learn about gardening.
You know, seeing people like this man take the initiative to find local solutions to his community's problem is so inspiring. I think that so many times as Africans, I don't know, I feel like maybe we're programmed that way or something. It's like we always want the world to come and save us. We want outsiders, the Western world, to come and save them. Whenever we see somebody come from abroad, we feel like this person holds the key to the solution to solve our problems. It's like we're always looking outwards. Yes, our presidents are always calling for Western world to save them. They're always telling them to lend them money and so on and so forth. But you know, this man is teaching us to look inwards. Tim studied agroecology at the University of Egerton in Kenya. And today he's touching lives with the knowledge that he gained.
Tim says his work is far from over.
My greatest struggle is to reach more people. I'm looking forward to a day whereby I can plant a seed of Tim in each and every community.
Keep going, my brother. Seriously, we're so proud of you. Keep reaching new communities and making a difference. You know, the question now is, how can you, watching this show, also do something that will benefit not just yourself, but your community? I mean, even if you need to charge people to teach them, what is it that you can teach people that can save you all as a whole? Just imagine if he's not teaching his community, if he's just doing it for himself and he's able to survive, even if he's making money by selling it to them. At some point, if the people are overwhelmed with hunger, they may start stealing some of his crops. But this way, nobody needs to steal anybody else's crop because they all know how to grow. They all know how to do it. And they're also able to sell to other people and sell amongst themselves what they don't have, they can buy and they can sell. So this is really inspiring. I hope that his story has inspired you guys today. You guys not do much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. First of all, guys, thank you so much to everybody that joined me last Saturday as we selected the winners of the free stay at luxurious hotels. We had two winners. So our first winner was Osayomore Ogwemudia. He sent me an email that he lives in Benin in Nigeria. So that's exciting. Osayomore, we're so happy for you. He said his wife is really happy. They're looking forward to planning their trip. So congratulations to you, my brother. And then the second winner was Hamilton Ideyen, the same man that won the all-expense paid trip to Dubai. And he lives in Spain. I know. I'm like, what the heck? Like, how did... In fact, on the show that day, people were fighting me because I was like, no, this is not fair. We cannot give it to him. He already has another expense paid trip to Dubai. But he came on the show and he's like, I'm taking my prize. I want it. I'm taking it. But you know, the lesson that I learned from that I'm hoping you guys would listen to is the fact that the sponsor of the hotel giveaway told me that about 600 people expressed interest. So they probably filled the form or they followed them on social media. But then he said only 15 people did everything that they were supposed to do. Only 15 people followed all the social media platforms, filled the application form that they were interested, and referred people to do the same thing. Only 15 people. And I said to myself that some people would have done more if they knew that they were only contending with 14 other people. You get what I'm saying? Like, if only you knew. So next time we talk about a giveaway on this show, please do what's required. You never know. A lot of people would give up midway and be like, this wala is too much. I'm not about to do all this. Guess what? It limits the number of people that are qualified. And so only 15 people qualified. And then we did a draw live on the show. Everybody saw the draw twice. And these two men won. So congratulations to them. But if you missed out on that, please, you have one more week. The Umo Jami people contacted me on Sunday and said they decided to extend their challenge by one more week. So you have one more week to enter their own draw for $1,000 cash, which you can spend on whatever you want. And all you need to do is dress up in your native African outfit and post it on your Umojami account. And for now, they're only taking female female participants. But get your wife to dress up, get your madam to dress up, get your girlfriend to dress up, get your sister to dress up. You know what I mean? Take their photo and upload it on Mojami. And if your woman wins, you can share the money equally. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm also hoping that you guys will join me this coming Saturday, the 19th, as I bring the owner of Tunde Laniran Farms and his partner on this show live and direct. I mean, if nothing else has inspired you about my uncle's story, at least come on the show to find out how he became so successful by the age of 33. He has farms, he has factories, he's doing really well. I'm really inspired by my uncle. Like seriously, it would be 1 p.m. New York time, 7 p.m. Lagos time. I believe that he's presently in the US. He spends a lot of time in the US. So for those who are interested in patronizing him here in the US and you would like to meet with him physically, in case he's in your city, I don't know, come on the show, ask him where he is. I know that he was in California last month and then he was in Florida after that. I'm not sure where he is right now, but he travels around the US a lot. So come on the show so you can meet him and his partner, Mr. Aliyu Dangote. Lastly, I like to tell you guys about an upcoming conference in Ibadan, Oyo State of Nigeria, organized by the Student Counseling Association of Nigeria. They contacted me to let you guys know about this event. It's about managing emotions, which also falls under mental health. They will be covering several topics from how to manage stress, gender and value orientation, why people rape others or harm others, and here are some of their speakers. The keynote speaker for that event will be Professor Donald Abidemi Odeleye. So you don't want to miss this. It is 2,500 naira for their members and 2,000 naira for non-members or the public that would like to attend. It's starting next week, Thursday the 24th to Saturday the 26th, and refreshments will be served. Also, it will be streamed live online. So if you're interested, please contact them about this and register. Like I've always said, please do not forget to click the thumbs up, guys. All right, y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I'm watching you on Plasma TV. Press the subscribe button and the bell button. Until next time, I must see you all later. Peace out.